tea leaves there. Some people are saying because Chris Christie, as I call him, indoor Republican, won big in a blue state, and the two Tea Party candidates that were prominently on the ballot lost, that maybe the Tea Party has peaked. Maybe this has run its course. Do you think that's the case?
Well, it was a good day for common sense Republicans, whether it be Governor Christie.
Are you one of those?
I like to think I'm a common sense Republican, but that said, let me say that Chris Christie won overwhelmingly, won every demographic group, won single voters, won young voters, won Hispanic voters, won African American. I mean, just overwhelming.
Women, everybody.
Women,
yeah,
everybody.
I mean, yeah. You
go down to Alabama, a Republican who talked about, look, I want to make changes in Washington, but I want to get results. And let me add one third one. In Colorado, where voters overwhelmingly defeated a huge tax increase for education and said, no, there are other ways we want to do this. So conservative principles won on Tuesday. And
so that's a conservative principle, not spending money on education?
No,
who is going to stand up for ignorance in this country? Common sense conservatives.
Well, Bill, your assumption there is that by spending more we get a better product, and that's not always the case.
Not always.
There's lots of ways to get a better school product and not necessarily have to put more or change the formula to which they do it. But let me also add to this. Is the Tea Party peaked? Do they need to be part of a coalition that gets Republicans elected? Absolutely. And those who want to bring spending under control, they're going to be they were part of that coalition that helped Chris Christie.
Is it possible that...
And it's not going to play. It's just not.
Bill, here's why Chris Christie will have national appeal.
Yes.
When Chris Christie hugged the president, the message he sent was not, I have this great affection for the president.
It's, I can touch a Negro.
No.
And still live. No, I'm sorry.
The message he sent was, I care about you. And if there's someone who's willing to come to this state and help us out, I'm going to work with them. And you've heard that in testimonial after testimonial of people that said why Democrats and independents, why they were voting for Chris Christie. It's because he cared about them. And that is a lesson every Republican should learn as we go into 14 and 16.
Right.